Alright, how's it going, and welcome to a Starcraft 2 commentary replay of MEETpokju as Zerg versus dApollo as Terran. dApollo being in the 7 o'clock position and MEETpokju in the 1 o'clock. Not quite sure what Zerg's going to do versus Terran here, maybe some fast bailings, break down that very narrow choke on Coolest Ravine. Or maybe not, who knows, we'll have to see. Zerg is to be expected a little bit ahead of the drone production. Nothing uncommon there though. dApollo moving to block that choke. Supply depot and barracks would presume. MEETpokju sending that overlord to scout the 11 o'clock position, as well as sending out a drone. He wants to know where he is, and very quickly. dApollo sending no such scout out yet, maybe with this one. Or maybe he's going to build that barracks. It is indeed going to be a barracks. There's a lot of hotkeys queued up. Switching between them maybe for the higher APM. Well, you got to keep those hands warm. Got to keep those hands warm. Pokju, as I shall refer to him, because MEETpokju is a bit of a mouthful every time. Pokju sending out his second overlord to the 5 o'clock position. I would have thought he was going to build a spawning pool there. Oh, it seems not. Zerg going for a fast expand into the natural expansion. dApollo sent his SCV scout into the 11 o'clock, found nothing, just as MEETpokju is about to find out. If he goes to the 1 o'clock position with that SCV though, he's going to find an awful lot, and it does seem there he's going to see an awful lot. Oh hi, you've got an expansion there I see. No time to stop though. Need to see what's in the rest of MEETpokju's base. You won't see an awful lot out of the ordinary in there, lots of drones, a spawning pool. Nothing particularly out of the norm. dApollo starting his marine production, although it doesn't have one going at the moment, strangely. As well as getting up a factory. It's a very fast factory. No reactor or tech lab onto the barracks, straight into the factory. Is he going to go Hellions or... And a second gas? Well, that rules Hellions out. He wouldn't need a second gas if he was going for Hellions. And if he's got no tech lab, then he's not going for anything special out of there. Maybe a starport? Fast Vikings or Banshees or something? There we go, yeah, starport. I'll be interested to see what he brings out of that. And MEETpokju's expansion's now up. Didn't like that SCV seen it though, so he's going to punish it with 6 Zerglings. Is it 6? Yes, it's 6. Hello, SCV's like, no, I want some more information. I've seen enough, he says, and goes down. Maybe he already saw that roach warren. A tech lab, another barracks, and another starport in production for dApollo. No, sorry, the... I thought it said another starport was in production. Can't be. Nah. Another barracks, however, as well as a tech lab. Onto the original barracks, you can start pumping out some marauders. And Vikings! Seems like he's going to go for some fast Vikings, which is pretty much going to screw over the Zerg. Zerg at the moment has no idea what Terran has, absolutely no idea. He sure as shit doesn't know about the Viking production anyway, no way. Another command centre in the works. Probably going to float it over to his natural there. Roaches and a couple of queens out for MEETpokju, as well as upgrading the missile attacks. Some upgrading, some expanding. He seems to have a feeling though. He's just built a spore crawler. I mean, I don't think he saw what was going on inside of dApollo's base. So maybe that's just a just-in-case spore crawler. Maybe he suspects that Terran, if they've not done anything yet, then Terran's probably going for a... It's not a bad strat. He's already got a couple of spore crawls out as an expansion. Not spine crawls, spore crawls, so maybe he knows something I don't. Maybe he just kind of expects that Terran, as soon as he saw that fast expansion, then he kind of thought, well, knowing Terran, maybe he's just going to sit there and take to air. Couple of extractors coming up. Seems like that queen and the spore colony is going to be enough to repel the Viking for the moment. There's a Banshee in the works, as well as one already produced. A little bit of defence for his expansion for dApollo. Just a few roaches. His original Zergling pack. Other than that, just drones and, in fact a hell of a lot of drones in production there. I think it was up to 11 at one point, as well as a Hydralisk den. That new expansion starting to bear fruit for dApollo, getting a lot more units under production, as well as a tech lab, supply depot and orbital command. Seems to be getting a medevac there as well. Just spot those marines and marauders a little bit. One or two should do it really. But it'll be interesting to see what these Banshees are going to do. You suspect an economy harass. And there is only one singular spore crawler up at the top. Oh no, there's two. A little hidden one there, I didn't even see that. No, he's going to go Overlord harass. Ooh. A little bit of micro could have probably got that Banshee away. There was only two Banshees there, so no excuse for lack of micro, but managed to take down a queen. We'll slow him down ever so slightly, but not really at the same time. The queen can quite easily bounce between hatchery. There's only two hatcheries at the moment, it can quite easily bounce between two. And it's also told him that Banshees are in the works now. So a third spore crawler going up at the expansion. I suspect the same for the main base at some point. Hydralisks in the work now for MEETpokju, as well as a queen to replace the one the Banshee's got. Fairly even trade, probably in the favour of MEETpokju really, only 150 minerals. Not quite sure on the Banshee cost, but I suspect it costs more than 150 minerals because it costs gas at least. A weapons upgrade coming out for Terran, as well as stim and armour. Seems like he's going to switch into a more of a... what are these now? Yeah, seems to be switching into a stronger ground force. Not quite sure what happened there, but apparently a extractor died, and there's no more there's no more drones on that expansion, so I suspect something went down there. A few marauders and marines in there, and they seem to have done a fair bit of damage to that worker line. I'd like to have seen that. In fact, you know what? I'd like to have seen that so much, I'm going to rewind it. I didn't actually lose any workers from it, but lost an assimilator and certainly shut down mining for the while. Can't be too happy about that. They'll send them back, no doubt. Although he just sent them onto his main base mineral line for the moment. But a sizable force of Hydralisks. A couple of, well, a few roaches mixed in there, but dApollo continuing to harass that expansion. Can't go too close to that medevac because it's a spore crawler, but you could probably drop them in and then get out. Yeah, that seems about the right spot. And with MEETpokju's force all the way down here, he seems to be clearing away right into the flank of Terran. But with MEETpokju, oh, he's got a fair amount of units in his base still. He can repel that attack quite comfortably.